Hi everyone. We're gonna learn how to use the new experience of AWS when installing cPanel. So since I'm trying to set up a cPanel right now with AWS, um, might as well show this to you with a new experience. Because I remember I have a tutorial about this, installing cPanel, but with the old user interface. So let's see if we can do that quickly. So first thing is to launch an instance here. So I'm assuming you already have an AWS account. So if you don't have that yet, you can just let's say you can just go to just Google AWS free tier. Okay, so this is assuming if you don't have an AWS account yet. So I suggest you use the free tier. You can actually, let's say for example, if you're new and you just want to try, let's say you want to build a WordPress site, you can actually use AWS for free for a year. So if you have one EC2 instance, you can use that, provided it is your site requires, let's say you have a basic blog and you don't have a lot of resources that consumes. You don't have a lot of plugins or themes that consumes a lot of resources for that blog. You can actually use AWS free tier to host your website or blog for 1 year, and that's free, provided you have a credit card or probably a debit card that AWS do support. So that should be another way you can host your blog or website for free. So when you're ready to spend a few bucks, then you can just check out my tutorial about how to make money with websites on my YouTube, and you should be able to learn how to set it up as cheap as possible with powerful server that you can use to really scale your business at max. So back to AWS. So just click on this one and you can just register, just create a free account, and that should be self-explanatory. And just make sure that you have a credit card or a debit card that has, if you have debit card, if you don't have credit card, make sure that your bank has do have money in it. It was reloaded, or if you have a prepaid card, make sure you have at least $1 in it, and then you should be good to go. And also, just a heads up, AWS might suspend your account later on when their security system triggers due to using prepaid card, or depends upon your card. So just submit your just submit your a valid ID along with the statement from that card. So make sure when you're using when you use any of your debit card or credit card, make sure you have access to generate or request um, a statement, a bank statement for it, so that you don't have to you can just what do you call this, reinstate, or I think reactivate back your account fast. So that's it. So when you already have an AWS, you can just continue logging in, and when you're logged in, just go to something like console here, I believe, or maybe just let me check on here. You go to the, as you can see here, when you're logged in, you will be redirected to something like this. Probably it won't be, it will be empty here for you. So just go here to services and find the EC2. Maybe compute here, and then as you can see here, EC2, and then EC2 is like a cloud service, or the VPS. It's the same thing with Oracle. They're just the same. So I believe in Oracle it is ECS. I forgot actually. I do have a tutorial as well in my YouTube channel, so kindly just search it up. Woody. So okay, so the first thing you want to do when you're already here, when you're here in your dashboard of EZ2, make sure to select the region that is nearby your location. Okay, so once you're done there, once you've selected this one, already selected that one, go to, just scroll down a little bit and then launch an instance. So once done, let's just probably since we're installing cPanel for this cloud service, or for this instance, I want to call this same thing that I've always been using, which is my demo server. So this will be my demo server. I will be setting this up once again so that I can continue my previous tutorials for my how to make money with websites course. So here, this will be your host name. This will be the host name for your cPanel. And make sure you have a domain here. So if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, I recommend you go to my YouTube channel, go to tinurl.com/mawix-yt. Okay, let me show you here. So this URL, you will be redirected to my YouTube channel, and let me show you. So go to playlist here and go to playlist and then find this one. Let me see here. This one, Make Money Online Free Course. So this one. So if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about and you're interested, I would suggest you go through this course and make money online further. This is a free course and it's still ongoing. I'm still working on the other parts of this course, so feel free to check it out and make money with me along the way. So okay, so here is my host name, and now I'm gonna use I actually like using CentOS, but since we're gonna just install cPanel here quickly, we can just do this here. Let me check here and go here. This is quite new to me, so I think we can just let's select this free tier here. So let's try to search here cPanel. So nothing. So I believe that it's here. Okay, so as you can see, it's here. So this is it. So I like this one. cPanel release tier reviews. Is this new for Ubuntu? Okay, so I believe this is the one that is using the CentOS. I like using the CentOS, so I'm gonna use this one. But if you're an Ubuntu guy, you can just select this one. So I'm gonna select this one, and as you can see, it's CentOS 7, which is what I want. So once done, let's scroll down a little bit. Oh, it's not scrolling down, so maybe we can just make this screen zoom out a little bit so that I can see here. So as you can see here, I've zoomed out my screen for about 90% less. So you can do that by, when you're using Windows, you can do that by CTRL scroll down using your mouse. That's how I do it. If you want to zoom in, zoom out, as you can see, 90%, so that the button is not, I can continue the button here. Continue, and then, so now it should be here. So as you can see, I'm not sure if you can read this, guys, but as you can see here, I mean, I'm gonna read this for you instead. So free tier. So as mentioned earlier, if you're new to AWS and you have registered just now, or maybe you are eligible for a free tier service, then within the year you can use their services for free within 750 hours of T2 micro or T3 micro in regions in which T2 micro is unavailable. So meaning, since I'm using the Hong Kong region, I believe there's no T2 micro, so I will be able to use the T3 micro. This is just probably the same as the RAM, I believe, or the resources. So for their instance and usage, so instance usage on free tier per month 30 gig. So you have a maximum of 30 gigabytes of storage and 2 million IOs. I think this is inodes, and 1 gig of snapshots. So they offer as well 1 gig of what do you call this, backup, and 100 gig of bandwidth to the internet. So you only have 100 gig of bandwidth. Okay, so when your blog already is beyond 100 gig of bandwidth related to its traffic, then probably you will need to find or upgrade your hosting to an unlimited one, or you can just upgrade it within AWS and pay for premium amount, or else you can just check out what I do here. How can you buy a VPS on Contabo? How you can set up everything for your server, for your website, to manage your own server, and what do you call this, and get cheaper hosting for powerful hosting or powerful resources. So here, once this is done, normally when you're installing cPanel in CentOS 7 or Ubuntu OS, you will have to set up your own security group in AWS. The same thing with Oracle, but since AWS has this feature that you can launch ready-made cPanel installation, then this will be as simple as one click. So once we launch this, you will have your cPanel will be installed. You don't have to install the installation code anymore. It will be installed right away for you. Oops, sorry. We will need to I forgot to. We will need to create new pair, by the way. So let's create. This is our server password. So let me check here. I'm gonna use this one, the cPanel, or probably cPanel. CentOS already exists. So CentOS 2022. Okay. So I'm gonna select this one. Create pair. So just you wanna save your key pair in anywhere you want to keep it. So probably just I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to probably just use my existing key pair here. But if you're new, you can do what I did earlier, save it somewhere, but I'm gonna just use my existing key pair here, which I have shown you earlier. As you can see here, let me check here in my keys. So I do have here this. So for you, you will have to save it somewhere, and once you're done, once you've saved it, you will be redirected back just like this, and just scroll down a little bit. So by the way guys, if you want to actually, as you can see here, AWS allows you to use up to 30 gig. Okay, you can use up to 30 gig. So we can just customize it from 20, we can customize it 30. Okay, so just leave it as is. And what else do we need here? Request path whatsoever, domain join, so recovery, stop. So I think we don't need to free tier. So okay, launch instance. Once this is done, you can either select this one or just select this. So the difference with here, when you select this, you will be redirected to the current one that you have created, or the instance that we've just created. For here, it is the overall dashboard of instances that you have created since you have your account activated. So if you have launched a lot of instances, you can see it all here. For this, for selecting the other one, it will select only, and so it will only show the one that you have selected, the specific instance. So in case you're wondering if you have a lot of instances, but when you select the one that I showed you earlier, the specific instance, you will only see the selected one, as you can see here. But if you X this one, it will show something like this, and if you have an existing other instance, it will show here. Okay, so when you're using AWS, you will have to wait for the status to show. Even if it's showing running, it's still not. It's not yet booted, or I believe started. So we will have to wait until it shows like something like checks, something like that. I cannot remember, but let's just wait like 4 minutes to initialize. And I'm not going to post this. I'll just probably wait. By the way guys, how are you? I've been busy lately. That's why I haven't yet published a few tutorials which is continuation of my course, my current course, how to make money online with websites. So that's why I'm launching a new cPanel test server. It's actually a demo server that I will use for the tutorials in continuation of the course. So if you're interested with that, I hope you can check it out. You can check out my course here and continue on with this demo server that I'm using for the continuation. So back to this tutorial. So as told earlier, this will show if your server is ready or the instance is ready, if we can already use it. So first thing you want to do is just you can either select here and connect, or you can just hover the instance ID here, and I'll just right click and connect. Okay, so in most cases, oops, okay, so what we will do now is to go back to our instance and get the public IP v4, which is, I believe, the public IP. So, or here, you can check this one. It's here, and we're gonna get our SSH client. I'm using Bitvise. So if you're not familiar with Bitvise, I suggest you check out this video here, this one. Check this one, and I have shown here how you can use, there's a part of the video that I have shown you how you can use Bitvise. Okay, probably I'm going to create a tutorial specific to Bitvise, but since I don't have yet that one, and since it's just really that easy, so that's why you can just check it out here. Within this video, I've shown you how you can do that, or else you can instead go to my channel and then search for AWS, which is my old tutorial. This one, install cPanel. So I've shown here step by step how you can use Bitvise as well, because I guess I've used Bitvise. I'm always using Bitvise, so it should be the same with how we do this in this new cPanel. So we can do this with here. So when you first launch Bitvise and you've installed Bitvise, you will see a blank here. So once you see a blank here, create new profile first, and name it with the host name or the name that we created earlier. So for me, it's this. So just it's showing to confirm save as for me, and since it already exists, I'll just replace it. But for you, you can probably just save it right away. Okay, so now it's showing blank for me because I'm gonna fill this with the information that I currently have. So just paste it here, the public IP. It will probably be different for you, so just copy that one. And next we will be using the port will be 22, and the username will be CentOS, and we will be using public key, and let me check here, password none. Okay, public key, so we will be using public key. So first, let's save it first. Save profile, save. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is to go to this client key manager here. We will import our what do you call this, the key that we have downloaded earlier. So when you import here, go to the folder or the directory that you have saved your key that we have downloaded when we launched the instance. If you remember, we have downloaded a key pair. So if it doesn't show here, just select all files here. Okay, and find the key pair with this extension .pem. So find that one, select that one, and open it. So once you've opened it, select global. I believe you can just use profile as well, but I'm doing global, and just comment maybe cPanel and import. So once this is done, we can now exit on that and select auto, or you can select the global, but I just select auto here, and then save again your profile. And once you've saved that one, logged into it, a connection failed because connected party did not properly respond to establish because host failed to respond. Okay, so it's saying, I believe we will need to let me check here. Private, we might need to change our security group. This is our security group. Check. Eight. I'm trying to use a different security group that I've already set up last time. But don't worry, when this works, I will show you how you can edit this one later on. So let's try to log in again. So as you can see, it works. So what happened earlier is that probably the cPanel instance, or the ready-made cPanel setup installer, when we launch the instance, the security is not set up properly for our use. So what you want to do for your case, if you don't have an existing security, or what do you call this, network security groups that works, I'm gonna show you how you can go here to security groups, just scroll down within your instance. You go here to your instance and then just scroll down and find the security groups here, and find the one that with cPanel and WHM. So if you're new to this, find the cPanel and WHM, and wait a bit, and just select that one, and probably, as you can see here, inbound. So just copy this this setup that I've done with my current security group that works for the instance. Just copy this. You can edit this by doing edit. So as you can see here, and if you have a lot of existing values there, you can probably just go back there and just select all, and I'm not sure how you can delete all. So probably edit back here and then just delete all first, so that you won't be confused, especially when you're just getting started. So delete all first, and then copy this values or settings that I'm showing in this screen. Just post it and copy this one. So how do you copy? So once you've deleted all the values that is showing in your settings, in the inbound rules, just select this add rule here and then just find the value that is the same with mine. So for example, SSH, and then just use anywhere. So select anywhere for all. Okay. Once done, add this again and copy this again, select this one, and then select anywhere. Don't select the custom one, okay? Just select this, I believe. Yes, select anywhere, okay? And again, the same thing with this, and just select anywhere, okay? Once you've saved it, it will automatically show custom, okay? So make sure to select anywhere. And once done, just save it, and you're done with the inbound. And once you're done, also try to check the outbound rules. So you can just copy this again, do this, so all traffic, and the same thing anywhere, the same thing that we've done with the inbound. Save it, and the tags, I believe tags is not important. So that's it. So once you're done, make sure you know the name, the complete name of this the security group name, or probably take note of the security group ID, and go back to your instance, and let me check too. And once done, make sure that your security group name is the same with the security group name that we have edited earlier. Okay, so you should be able to log in as well once all the settings are set up. So when you've logged in, select here logged in, and now we're logged in, and as you can see, you are given with this logged in, what do you call this, WHM login URL. So let's try that one. Just paste that in your browser. So as you can see, we are now ready to set up our cPanel and WHM. So just log in here, and if you don't have a cPanel.net account yet, and make sure to create an account. And that's it. So if you want to continue on with this setup, since this video is only showing you how you can launch a cPanel instance within the new AWS interface, I suggest you go to my playlist here, or let me check this one, make money online free course. This is a full course of showing you how I've built or I do my online business, each of my projects, all the things that I'm doing for each of my projects, websites, and everything else, I will be showing you here. And if you're only interested with cPanel, I also have a full playlist with cPanel tutorials here as the root or the server manager, so or webmaster, system administrator, or whatever. You can check this out. You can check all of this here. You can sort this from oldest, so you can check this one. You can check out the. Let me check here. I think this is not organized, but you can also just check out the parts here. If you can see this one. So port 6, open port. So I have here part 9, and this is for the this is also this is a full tutorial, by the way, for using for setting up cPanel or installing cPanel. The same thing with this video, but AWS is just faster than Oracle because AWS is an old service, and they've already figured out how you can launch a cPanel right away with one click or with a few clicks. Compared to Oracle, you will have to launch an OS, either Ubuntu or CentOS, and I've shown in this tutorial how you can set up Oracle free hosting for your website, which is actually better when it comes to the resources. They provide better, or generous resources, but I don't really recommend this anymore because of their support system. They don't really support or respond to your issues. What do you call this, consistently, compared to AWS. And I think AWS is much more reliable than Oracle, since Oracle is just new. So if you're using a free account or a free tier with Oracle, they will not really support you that much compared to AWS. And so, as mentioned earlier, you can check out whatever your check out this playlist here. You can set up cPanel. This is my old AWS free hosting. Actually, this is not that old though. I've just created this a few months, or I believe last month or last 2 months. I've created just this tutorial. But since AWS already showcases a new experience, then this is the reason why I have created this tutorial, to show you how you can launch with the new interface or the new experience. So if you want to check out the old experience, then you can check this one out and just disable this one so you can launch it, and you can go through the tutorial step by step with the same old interface or old experience in AWS. So once again, if you want to continue on with setting up your cPanel WHM, you can check out my full course here as I set up cPanel here, your cPanel server. This is a VPS using Contabo, but it should be excuse me, should be the same settings that I'm using with any other hosting providers like AWS, Oracle, or whatsoever. So that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, or you can go to my website here, and where did I can go to here, contact, and you will be redirected. Oh, sorry, I have an error within my community, but I'll just check it out later on. But anyway, I have a forum here that you can submit a question. I will be fixing this later on in a few minutes. So I probably have an issue with SSL or Cloudflare, since I'm using Cloudflare. So you can submit a question here or in the comments of this video, and I will get back to you right away. And also, if you want to be if you want me to shout out if you want a shout out for my next video, just comment below. Let me know what you think about this tutorial or any other one. And again, thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one. Take care.